we got y equals 2x minus 1 and negative 3x plus 6y equals 12. Our top equation has y equals mx plus b, so that's going to be slope-intercept form. So our strategy for that, start at the y-intercept, -1, start at the y-intercept, negative 1, and then we're going to apply the slope. The slope for this one is 2. So thinking rise over run, that's up 2 and right 1. So we just start here, count up 2, right 1, and there's our second point there. And then after we have the second point, we can go ahead and draw the line through those 2 points. Now our bottom equation, the blue one, is in standard form. So with standard form, a strategy, our go-to strategy, the one we want to start with is graph by intercepts, if possible, and on all of these it will be possible. So here we go. So graph by intercept. So the x-intercept is when the y value is 0. So what we're going to do is take our equation and we're going to replace the y with a 0 right there. Y becomes 0. Now 6 times 0 is just 0. So now we just simplify and then solve. 6 times 0 is just 0, so we just basically ignore it and we just have negative 3x equals 12. Well, in order to get x by itself, we're going to divide by negative 3. So in our brains, we're just thinking, take the 12, divide by negative 3. We got a positive divided by a negative, so that's going to be a negative. 12 divided by 3 makes negative 4. So up here, what we did for the x-intercept is we just did the whatever's in front of the x divides into whatever it equals. So we're doing 12 divided by negative 3 for the x-intercept. So for the y-intercept, we're going to go 12 divided by the number in front of the y. Here's how it looks mathematically. Oh, well, there's our x-intercept there. Now let's go on to the y-intercept. So y-intercept, the x is a 0. Right? Y-intercept, the x value is a 0, so we put 0 in for x there, and negative 3 times 0, just simplifying, it just goes away. And so we're just left with 6y equals 12. Well, this is, to solve, we'll divide both sides by 6. So 12 divided by 6, that just makes it 2. Okay, so when we go to graph by intercepts, we do the 12 for the x-intercept, divide by the number in front of the x. 12 divided by negative 3 makes negative 4. And to find the y-intercept, divide by 6. So 12 divided by 6 makes 2, and that's going to go right there. So finding these two intercepts doesn't take super long. It's just a division for each one. Plot those 2 points, which we got on the graph there, draw the line through there. And now that we have both lines, now we find out where they intersect right there. That's where our solution is going to be found. And that's going to be a 2 on the x, and kind of hard to see here, but that's going to be a 3 for the y. So our solution is 2, 3. And that's the ordered pair, the 2 for the x, 3 for the y, that works on both equations. Let's have you go ahead and try this one out on your own. Pause the video, then come on back and see how you did. So here we're going to graph both of these equations, solve by graphing. So we're going to start with the top equation. Note this is in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. Start on the y-intercept, that's the 3. And then the slope is a negative 2, so rise over run, we're going to count down 2 and right 1. And there's our second point there. Draw a line through those 2 points. Top one is graphed. Now we do the bottom equation, or the blue one. That one is in standard form. We got the x, well, we got the x, the y, then the equal sign. So graph by intercepts is what we want to do with this. So the x-intercept, the number in front of the x is a negative 4. So we're going to do negative 16 divided by negative 4. Negative divided by negative is positive. 16 divided by 4 makes 4. Okay, so we're going to put a dot right there for the 4. For the x-intercept, the y-intercept, we're going to divide by 8. So we're doing negative 16 divided by 8 makes a negative 2. So boom, we put a dot right there. Draw the line through the 2 dots. There's our second line graphed. Now we look for where they intersect, and that's where we'll find the solution. That's 2 on the x and negative 1 on the y. So 2, negative 1 is going to be the ordered pair that makes both equations true.